Alright guys, welcome back to the February solar update. So basically where we're at this month is we didn't do quite as good as we had wanted, but we still did pretty well. We ended up using 452 kilowatt hours. Alright, now as you can see, like I always say, these are your taxes and fees. This is your usage charge. We actually used $22.26 of electric. Total bill, $59.81. Now, not bad. I'm happy with that. It was a miserable month for solar. Just was a lot of overcast, a lot of snow and ice coming down, or real rainy days, just a lot of precipitation all around. Also, our usage in the house was a little higher because of all that inclement weather. We couldn't cook outside as much as we would like to. Now, we still have a lot of good resources in our house, but as happens in the winter, sometimes we get forgetful. There was times that we could have shut off the hot water heater manually rather than letting the timer do it and probably made up and saved some of that. But we chose not to. There was times when we had both had a long day, and we came home and used the stove to cook dinner rather than to go outside and take 10-15 minutes to do it. And that's fine. You have to live your life. But, there is a cost to it, and you have to accept that. Now, considering this is like the second coldest month of the year that we're talking about here, I really can't complain about a $60 electric bill when my house is all electric. Now that said, of course, I try with every bill to get this email I get, and now you can get it in the AEP app, it'll tell you. But this January, compared to last January, we used 34% less. And that's 235 kilowatts less. And it says here that's enough saved to keep ice cream frozen for 11,750 months. That's crazy. But anyways, you can see here we were almost to 750 here, and we're doing the 452 this month. So great improvement. Now, this is the part I always like. Says you're using 55% less electricity than similar efficient homes. Now, their idea of efficient is the very best. So, if someone spends $500,000 building a home and double insulates the walls or has sprayed foam insulation put in originally, the best plank siding, the best of everything, then they're going to come out with 1,014 kilowatt hours is what they're using in our area. All right. Similar homes to my size, which once again, they don't take into account that we have an addition on the back of the house, uses 2161 kilowatt hours this month. We use 452. All right. Now, mind you, I told you this was a bad month for solar. So this is really about how you use electricity. I mean, I don't know if you can hear that in the background. That's my grid ties running. So today we're doing good. The sun's out. We're making power. No complaints. So kind of can see where we're at here. I'm really happy with the results. And I think that this summer is going to be even better. Now that we have the full system in place, I think that we're really going to start to improve. Obviously, we need to finish up a lot of these projects I haven't been able to work on because of the weather. And I'm trying to get some other things done around the house so we can start back on our solar projects. We've got the windmill to do. We've got the Trina 235 watt solar panels that we need to get up and mounted and get the off-grid system going so we can run the TV, the computer, and possibly spurts with the air conditioner off it. So let's go over and take a look at the grid ties and see what they're doing. Okay, as you can see, the grid ties are all pumping away. Certainly not pretty. I need to get in here and get some wire tied back to the walls. And then we're also going to be building a cabinet over the face of them. And the top and bottom will be open. And I'm actually going to end up having fans in the top that blow down, that'll be hooked to a very small solar panel. That way in the heat of the day, it will blow air across them to keep them even cooler. And obviously, with any electronics, if you keep it cooler, it'll function better. But they're definitely pumping here. Alright guys, as you can see, the sun's hitting the panels. I actually haven't even been up here to clean them, but all the moisture over the last month has pretty much washed them off. The front ones that don't have as much angle, they need a little bit of cleaning done, but overall, it's not some big professional fancy install, but it's held up to windstorms upwards of 50-some miles an hour. I mean, I can't complain. They're making me money. Every time the sun shines, I'm saving money, so I'm making money. I can invest that time instead of going to work into going and doing things with my wife. Or if I wanted to invest that time into going to work, then I could have other things in life that I want. It's not about this though. This is not what makes it happen. What makes it happen is your thinking and how you use your electric, okay? My wife likes to go to bed early because she works 4 10-hour days, so she's got to get up early. So what I do is, when she's done watching TV with me, I switch over and I'll start watching something on the tablet, which uses almost no power. Whereas the TV's using 250 to 500 watts, or if you're using the old tube style, uses God knows how much power every single hour. So it's costing you money, big time. It's not like, oh, I can run my tablet, I can run for 10 hours on 8 cents maybe. My TV, probably 8 hours. You're looking at probably $1. Doesn't seem like much, but when you add that up over the 30-some days of your utility bill, it will add up. Now that's just one small facet to it. Changing all your light bulbs, you're going to save $5 to $20 a month depending upon your house. Putting LED light bulbs in. The LED light bulbs are only $1 a piece at Dollar Tree. That means that you're going to save enough to replace all your bulbs in 1 month. 1 month you're going to save that. So, once again, I love my solar. Anybody that's into solar will tell you, especially if you do it yourself, it's an addiction. You want to go more and more and more. You got to know though that once you hit about that $50 to $30 range, you're done. Everything you do after that is just gravy. It's just you're not going to save any more than that, because they charge you just to have your sources there, just to be connected to the grid. They charge you $20-some. I got a pole that sits over here. I pay $20-some for it every month. It's not ever been used. It's going to be hooked to something in the future, but right now I have to pay $20-some every month, just taxes and fees. So there's the array. You know, it's not rocket science here, guys. Don't pay somebody to put your solar in unless you have to. It's not that hard, I'm telling you. Start small. Alright, I'm not going to say it's the best way to go, but if you get your couple 100-watt panels and one of those grid ties like I got, you can get you going. Do a ground mount for now. Whatever you can do, but you can save a lot more. Go in your house and make changes to how you use your power. You don't need to heat your water all day and all night. Buy a timer. Or just put a switch in. You know, if you have to and you're just getting started, flip the breaker back and forth. There's no reason to have it heated all day. You're not there. Another thing to think about is how you cook. Alright? Oven uses lots of power. Instapot, Quick Cooker by Pampered Chef is what we have. Those things use no power and they cook fast. I'm talking frozen roasts in like 20 minutes. Come on. So think about how you use your power, save your money, and keep watching. There'll be more projects coming soon, I can promise you that. Please like, share, and subscribe if you want to see more content like this. If you're part of our hiking community, think about this now. You want to know how we afford all our trips? It's things like this. It's thinking about how we spend our money. We want to be out enjoying and going on adventures. This is how we do it. So until next time, I'm Tony with Our World Outdoors, and we'll see you.